Hey everyone, how you doing? So, I think most of us at this point know the state of this franchise, right? I mean, come on. The last official PVZ game we got was BFN in 2019. PVZ 3 and PVZ Match don't count in this example. So yeah, needless to say, we're in a bit of a drought with content. And that goes for more than just the franchise, too. Have you ever thought about PopCap's social media accounts? Yeah, you might have thought about it once or twice, surely, but have you ever truly considered how many they have, or if they're even still active? Well, here's the thing, and here's some obscure PVZ trivia. PopCap has a lot of social media accounts, and of course, they're all abandoned. But regardless, I wanted to make a full video on this topic because I find it to be really fascinating. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. We'll start with the PVZ related socials, and these are the ones that are pretty easy to understand. Starting out, I think a lot of us know about the YouTube channel, right? The same YouTube channel that had exactly one change in the past 4 years, that being the profile picture. Yeah, that channel. Well, if we actually take a look here, you can see that PopCap was super active back in the day. I mean, they uploaded so often that it's kind of insane just to see how they abandoned a channel not long after BFN's launch. It's a goddamn shame. But of course, that wasn't the only abandoned PVZ social media. We also happen to have their Instagram accounts, and this one is really fun to look through. They posted a lot of really neat stuff on here, such as promotions for BFN that you can't find anywhere else, including one for BFN Switch that shows off one of the only unused outfits. Frick you, PopCap. As well as a ton of various renders for PVZ2 Plants and Zombies. And yeah, I think you get the idea here. There's a ton to look through here, and it's pretty neat to see how different Instagram was handled compared to the YouTube channel. Oh, and also, there's a Twitch account. And guess what? Hasn't been updated since the backyard streams for BFN. Yikes. But these ones are a bit abandoned, so there's nothing coming from them these days. What about the slightly more active socials? Yeah, those kind of exist, and there's multiple. The less active of the two is easily the Facebook page, but it still got updated in June for the random PVZ1 update that happened, so that's kind of neat. Now, I don't have an account for this awful platform, so I'm not going to dig further to see what was posted here, but I'm assuming that it's just Instagram and YouTube stuff, along with Twitter stuff too. So yeah, Twitter was also blessed with PVZ's grace, and the Twitter account is slightly more active, kind of. It's posted more at least. Yeah, without a community manager, PVZ's main socials have been in the dumps recently, but still, this account was once incredibly active. And hell, I even have some screenshots of things the account told us whenever a PVZ game was going through something, like the whole Rux situation in Garden Warfare 2. So those are the PVZ accounts, but we still have another set of accounts to look through, and those are the official PopCap accounts. Now, you would think that these would be more well known like the PVZ ones, but no, they're actually pretty obscure. Some of these have a bunch of followers, but they're almost never discussed. So why don't we take a look through these too? Well, looking at the YouTube channel, this is kind of a goldmine. So PopCap was once active not only on their social media account for PVZ, but also the PopCap one too. And this channel highlights some of their other projects, like Peggle and Bejeweled. But on top of this, it also gives a glimpse into some behind the scenes action too. I really like this channel. It feels so oddly nostalgic despite me not even knowing about it as a kid. It's really cool stuff. On top of this, they also have a Twitter and Facebook account, and these are so dead. Oh wow. Both accounts' final posts were about the support of trans rights and women's rights, which, hey, I'm a fan of that clearly. But besides that, there's not much else going on. It's basically a PR jungle, and I'm simply not a fan of looking through this kind of stuff. Though if I had to point out one more small thing, it's that the Facebook account has a lot less going on. The amount of years between her most recent post and his second most recent is 7. 7 years. You most likely have somebody in your family that's younger than this time difference. That's crazy. But overall, that's just about everything I could find. Any other socials they have were either simply not interesting enough to list, or don't exist at all. Look, you can bring up the PopCap TikTok page as many times as you want, it doesn't change the fact that it's never once posted anything. I also decided not to talk about the Reddit users because frankly, that's just a whole other rabbit hole. But with that being said, what do you think about these social medias? Tell me what you think of more in the comments down below. Also, I'd like to give a real quick shout out to Gravity, Aldentity for Omens, and Wapfa for being $5 supporters of my channel. Thank you all so much, I really appreciate it. Now, as for me, I've got some shameless social media plugging of my own to promote. So, I'll see you all in my next video. Peace.